My name is J.Michael. The name of my project is Reimagine Music. This project is very special to me. It's really kind of my coming out. I've done some other projects, but I think this one probably best represents where I am now. I'm really excited about it. It's coming out really nice. We tracked 2 songs and looking forward to it being something really special and epic. I came up with the concept of this project, Reimagine Music, or Pop Music Reimagined. And the concept is, or what came from, of us playing pop tunes, top 40 stuff, whatever. And I thought to myself, like, man, this stuff would be really cool if it was done differently, And I think a lot of jazz musicians think that way even about standards. Like, hey, how can we change the standard up? You don't want to do the same thing over and over again. It gets tired. So I thought, hey, this would be kind of cool to get guys to play and try something different. And so that's kind of like where this whole project is coming from. Something different, but still very relevant, and not taking anything away from the original writer. But it's something that's special, and maybe the original writer was like, hey man, I like the way you approached that. That was really cool, And so that was kind of like the purpose of this project. The actual name, I can't say I came up with it on my own. My good buddy, my best buddy, Donald Barrett, he was like, dude, this is like pop music reimagined. I was like, yeah, that's what this is. It's like a reimagined concept, And so we were looking. I heard strings. I heard all these different instruments and different textures and singers, different types of singers. And so it's still like, some of it is still really even being worked out to this day. But man, what we've got so far is so nice. I love it. This project is about taking old and new and having fun with it and kind of creating new standards out of it. Now it's my time. I feel no longer, not that I can't be a sideman, but it's a different concept. I'm kind of up front. I've always worked with singers. This is my first time kind of coming out. And so in a sense, this is kind of almost a situation where it's me and the band doing duets with singers and musicians, and it's fun. I'm taking tunes like, for instance, John Mayer's, and I love John Mayer's writing, and I just turned it all the way around. And so that's what this is, and this is kind of like, kind of a little insight into my background. Sometimes guys get scared, like when you step out as an artist, no one ever calls you anymore, and it's like, but I'm not afraid of that anymore. I think I'm thinking about, hey, there's music that needs to be out, that I think there's something from my heart that I can share with people. And I think people feel my heart when they hear me play, the way I approach music and the way I touch the piano. They feel my heart. I think the music is coming straight from my heart. And it's like, if nothing else, you feel me when you hear my music. When you hear my arrangements, you feel me. Like, oh man, I think I understand this guy. I see where he's coming from. I'm just trying to be me, uniquely me, and I think it's time for me to be uniquely me. And if it means stepping out, that's what I'm doing. I think one of the things that makes this project and the way I'm writing and arranging for this project unique is that there is like this kind of like underpinning of the swung 16, that it's always in there. And so I kind of use it with, I use it as part of my stick, and so there's a concept of what I'm doing that has a swing, and it has a groove, and it has a funk, and it's all like mixed in together. And I think this is what kind of makes it really special, because it's not over the head, it's accessible without being cheesy. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing as a writer. How do you make your music accessible to anybody who listens to it? You don't want jazz heads to be thinking, oh, it's not authentic enough. And then you don't want those that are, because it is pop music still, you don't want the pop heads to be like, oh, okay, this is too much. It's too jazzy. Because some people have this concept about jazz that's ooh, do. No, it's more than that. There is a swing aspect to it, but there's a groove and there is a funk in the swing that people don't always get. And so I'm trying to bring that to it. I'm trying to bring all these different colors and concepts. And all the guys in the band are so unique because we can all kind of play a pop gig because we've all done them. And then we can also play a jazz gig and we can all swing. So that kind of aspect makes this thing really unique. And my voice as a pianist, as an arranger, as a writer, is that I can come from so many different genres and styles and subgenres and throw it in and splash it in, and people say, oh, well, I'm familiar with that. Oh, I'm familiar with that. I've heard this before, I'm familiar, and they can find some familiarity with it, but at the same time it's new and fresh. And I think that's what makes it kind of like unique, what makes my sound unique.